Far, far away in a magical country called America, there exists a city so depraved that even God refuses to shine his light there, and that city's name is Gotham City. It's Gotham City. Now you might be wondering, how exactly did this abomination come to fruition? Well, it all started a few months ago. See, I was bulldozing in elementary school when all of a sudden I noticed something in the corner of my eye. A crime being committed. After a quick check, it turns out that my city's crime rate was at 43% because I hadn't built enough police stations. And you know what I did about it? Nothing. And you know what happened? Nothing. You'd think that having as much crime as this would result in some kind of big citywide consequence, but all it really did was make my people a little unhappy. See, crime doesn't really have an impact in this game, and to that you might be saying, well, Electus, what does have an impact in this game? And I'd say the price tag. Where other game mechanics like fire and rescue or education have a big impact on how your city will perform, the police promise nothing except that they will keep order in the city and ensure everybody is on their best behaviour. Anyway, this gave me an idea. If I'm not really going to be punished for having a high crime rate, then why don't I just go all in? You know? Why don't I create the Cities Skylines 2 equivalent of Gotham City? And maybe we'd even have our own, let's see, Arkham shitter. Who made this map? Alright, enough of that. First things first, we gotta pick a map. And like most things in this game, they're pretty much all the same. So I just went with sweeping plains. Next up, roads. There's a little bit of a learning curve when it comes to road hierarchy, but once you've got it down, you'll never be able to stop looking at Google Maps and going, oh, that's why that looks like that. Basically, just connect the arterials to the highway, the collectors to the arterials, the local roads to the collectors, and you'll be fine. Probably. I will never use the grid tool. The grid tool is for communists. This is what the founding fathers envisioned right here. Beach Street. Yeah, we've got a lot of beaches in this game right now. Alright, where do I want to put the industrial? I'm thinking I actually have no idea. I mean, I could just put it down here and like poison the water supply. Oh, that's actually, I actually like that idea a lot because the wind is blowing in this direction, and that means if I build industrial here, not only am I going to poison the water supply, I'm also going to deliver industrial smog to all of the residents of Gotham City. So I think I'm going to put the industrial here. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. So turns out it was not in fact a good idea. But before I had to suffer the consequences of my actions, I decided to build up the water infrastructure, zone up some commercial, and even construct a shiny new coal power plant that looked great. That looks so bad. Jesus. Alright, I think all we gotta do now is press play and watch the people flood into our beautiful city. I'll put the graveyard right by the coal power plant. You die in the fucking coal plant and then you get hauled straight off to the cemetery. Nice. I mean, why would you not want to live here, right? We have healthcare, death care, power, garbage. The smog is just unbearable. Someone should really deal with all this air pollution. Yeah, someone should deal with it. Maybe Batman will come in and deal with all the air pollution, the industrial smog. I need more people, please come live here. Doesn't this look like the ideal place to live? Who tweeted that? Travis Easton? Where's this Travis Easton? What, you live here, huh? It would be a real shame if something happened to 30 Birdsong Street. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. The amount of cars coming in is insane. Like, they're just zooming around like ants. Look at this. What the hell was that? That was an illegal turn right there. Pulled down with an illegal turn, then got sent to an alternate dimension. Not enough customers. What are you selling? They're selling meals to a restaurant. How can I help them? Maybe shift terrain. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that should attract some customers. Oh my god, the first crime. Police car dispatch from where? We don't have a police station. Holy shit, they're sending in. They're sending in the goddamn. They're sending in the National Guard. What the hell? High rent. I don't understand how. This city fucking sucks. Who would want to live here? People are leaving. No, come back. Please, come back. Please! Stop leaving. Why are they leaving? We have grass on our sidewalks. I'm starting to maybe regret building the industrial the way that I did. Just a little bit. Oh, no, hold on. We've got people coming back. 4 people an hour. That's not bad. Yeah, so it turns out you can't just engulf your city in industrial air pollution like it's 1950s London and expect people to still want to live there. But this time, I was going to take a much more serious approach. For starters, I went with the Barrier Island map since it's much closer to what Gotham City actually looks like. Then, I built some roads, zoned housing around those roads, and, what do you mean high rent? The thing isn't even built yet. Why are they already complaining about high rent when their house isn't even constructed? Well, besides that one minor inconvenience, things were actually going pretty well. I was breezing my way through the early milestones, like tiny village, small village, large village, Minecraft village. It didn't matter. And before long, I had unlocked most of the basic city services, like this fire station, which is one of the few service buildings that doesn't look like a victim of deep sea gigantism. Fire station, I might place one, but honestly, I don't want a lot of these either. I'll place one fire station over in the industrial, and I'll cut their budget by just a little bit. I'll cut their budget just a little bit. Now, I should probably clarify that I'm not opposed to building a working city. I'm opposed to building a happy one. I essentially want to see how far you can scale up a city with a crime rate that looks like this. But how do we actually go about achieving a crime rate that looks like this? Well, a good start is by having a small and underfunded police force, but I also want to have a minimal amount of public services and amenities, as well as a poor education system and an underdeveloped public transit network, resulting in more cars on the road, more people being late to work, and less income overall for the residents of Gotham. This is a careful balancing act, as too low happiness will result in people leaving the city en masse, but too high happiness will lower the crime rate and overall just make their lives less miserable. Ooh, new signature building, Balter Pines. A stone monolith that diversifies and enhances its surroundings. Why does it look like a half-eaten block of styrofoam? Yes, let's go. Grand Village. Now, I won't be placing any parks because they make your citizens happier, and I don't want my citizens to be happy. I'll also go ahead and place a bus stop, or, well, a bus depot, and I'll set up a simple route that takes people from these apartments to the industrial. Thankfully, thank God, we still have high crime. Thank God for that. What's our crime rate at? An 80% crime probability? You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it, honestly. Another new signature building, the Polaris Suites. Residents will enjoy the atmosphere of this smooth, luxurious building. Oh, well, I like the sound of that. Fuck your house. Hey, tiny town. We now have communications. Hold on, wait a second. A post office makes people happy. I don't want my people to be happy. Alright, so pretty much everybody universally hated that, which is great. They also better not be expecting radio anytime soon. Now, depriving my citizens of basic city services on paper seemed like a good idea. But pretty quickly this came back to bite me in the form of high rent. See, when building medium density housing, you're making a trade-off. People would obviously be happier living in spacious single family homes than cramped and dense apartment buildings. Typically, to offset this, you'd want to make your citizens more compliant by building good public services like parks and post offices, as well as ensuring you've got a decent education system, since young and well educated people are more likely to live in less spacious housing. I had fucking none of these, so my citizens couldn't really justify the amount of money they were spending on rent. Alright, so things are going pretty bad in Gotham City right now. We've got a little bit of a rent issue. Someone also crashed their car right at the entrance of the city, which is always nice. Now, I could have just given in and made the living conditions slightly better, but I had a plan. If they wouldn't move into the apartment buildings out of their own free will, then I would make them move in. And we can achieve this through the magical world of taxes. Since younger and more educated people tend to live in apartments, I planned on lowering the taxes for educated people, raising the taxes for uneducated people, and then making my money back by building specialized industry and a geothermal power plant. Oh dude, we have so much wood right now, like, god damn. Now, just saying this out loud, it sounds pretty dumb, but let me tell you, in practice, it was even dumber. Okay, so that didn't really seem to work out that well. In fact, I think the high rent issue is worse now. So if push comes to shove, most citizens will just straight up pack their bags and leave over having to live in an apartment. The taxes might have had something to do with it. Okay, so we're 2 cities down. That's definitely not great. I mean, it's almost like the game is punishing me for building bad cities or something. But this time, it'll be different. This time, I'll build an actually good city and just ignore the law enforcement. Sure, you can take a pleasant bus ride to your local coffee shop while enjoying the nice sunshine and clean air, but you should absolutely expect to get mugged on the way there. With that vision in mind, I began construction of my utopia. Boom, roads. Boom, people. Boom, high. We truly had it all. So to avoid what happened last time, I think a good place to start would be putting down some parks. You know, parks, plural. I said parts. Fuck. We go for a plaza. You want a plaza? You want a funny little plaza? They get a park. They get a plaza. Look at this. This totally doesn't look like a goddamn hellscape. Wow. It's beautiful. Just rows and rows of American suburb housing. Truly beautiful. Oh, who's this? Walking in the park. We have Jaden Larson. They're going home. Adult, uneducated, the Larson family. Wretched. Let's take a look at old Jaden Larson here. They've got green hair. Oh, bro, I know what to call you. You're not Jaden Larson. You're... Wait, hold on. That's spelled wrong. Jacksepticeye. Fucking hell, Jacksepticeye almost got run over by a car. Alright, we've got Jacksepticeye living in this city, which is... I mean, hey, who wouldn't want that, right? I don't think we need a dog park in the industrial. Honestly, I think I might get some grain farming, but before that, I want to take a little peeksy here into the old public transportation. Alright, we've got a bus depot. Where do I want to put the bus depot? Yeah, I'll put that, off in this... I mean, what... Okay, what do I even call this island? You know, I'll stick the taxi depot over here as well. We'll get one of these going. I think that'll be good for us. I haven't actually checked. What is our average... Hey, what the fuck? What do you think you're doing to my city? Get the hell out of here. See, look at that. Look what happens when you build an actually good city. We need to... God damn it. Alright, that is not good. That is not good at all. Do I have a police station? I forgot. I do have a police station. Hold on. I actually need to make a quick little change here. I forgot I put down a police station. Services, yeah, we'll just adjust their budget. Yeah, there we go. That is so embarrassing. I completely forgot that our city is safe to live in. I mean, jeez. Alright, now we make routes. So I'll make a route from... Wait, can I zone these districts? Suburbs. Where are the buses at? Oh, here we go. It'd be really awkward if this entire bridge just happened to collapse as these buses were driving over it. Although, that's not an impossible scenario considering I'm the one that built it. Yeah, suburbs. Nice. You know what, in honor of my shitty English, I'm gonna rename the suburbs to the suburbs. Let's see, that's public transportation. Oh, nice. Yeah, 2 people a month. Legendary. Oh, wait, no, we're at 11 now. Nice. I have no idea what's going on around. I can't see I have too many lines. I can't see anything. Oh my... Oh. What is bus line 6? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's the one I just made. Okay, hold on. Alright, wow. It really just looks like... Oh, Jesus Christ. That... Holy shit, that's bad. Jesus, I really should have... Okay, you know, I'm starting to get the feeling we might have a few too many routes going on here. I feel like I've just bought a new fucking, like, gaming RGB LED computer or something. Alright, so our bus routes had a little bit of a problem, and that problem was that they were shit. Bus routes? More like bus notes, because no thank you. Yeah, anyway, I deleted all of the pre-existing ones and then replaced them with ones that were simpler and much more efficient. Pink is for the apartments to industrial, green is medium density to high school, yellow is low density to industrial, and red is low density to high school with an additional stop in the apartments. This not only made things easier to understand, but also resulted in more people taking the bus to where they needed to go. Woohoo! Alright, things are going great in Gotham City. People really want to live here. Vermont Square? That's not a square, that's a circle. Someone just went on a goddamn robbing spree. They robbed this place, and then that place. I think it's about time we begin taking advantage of some specialized industry. Yeah, we can go for some grain farming, that's a good idea. That doesn't look bad, right? It totally doesn't look like... okay, oh my... Jesus Christ. No. Come on, that can fit. Come on. Oh wait, right there. It barely squeezes in, barely. What is even the point of that? What the fuck? Ignoring whatever that was, I decided now would be a good time to construct a railway network. See, our city was having a little bit of a noise pollution problem, and I did try to minimise that by doing things like upgrading the new fleet of buses to be electric and planting trees around roads. Osama bin Laden. Yeah, I'm gonna plant some Osama bin Ladens. But really, the best thing to do is to get as many cars off the road as possible. So I built some elevated tracks and then fed those into a rail yard, shipping port and cargo terminal. And this worked. For a while. I've built some roads along here because I want my downtown to be sort of along this area. So if I pull up the wind here, turns out all of the industrial air pollution is actually coming right down here. And I kind of forgot about that. Now, I remember... Jesus Christ, those are loud. Now, I do remember how the first city went, so I'm not going to make the same mistake twice, but it's kind of a problem. I really want to put my downtown here. I also don't want to demolish this entire place because it's fairly well developed. Why is that train not moving? Now, if you thought the bus routes were bad, then you have no idea what I'm capable of. I mean, not only was it horribly inefficient, but the trains themselves would just get stuck after a while because maybe might have, perhaps, hypothetically, forgotten to add a connection to the maintenance area. I mean, it's an honest mistake, okay? Come on, guys, anybody could do that. Eventually, after enough monkey raging to film an entirely new season of Chimp Empire, I realised that the problem here was that I had been trying to make the railway network overly complicated. So I decided to simplify things by splitting it into two parts. We would have one two-way elevated rail going through the city along the arterial roads, and then smaller rails would feed into this above some collector roads and be attached to passenger train stations. This passenger rail line would connect into the rail yard by following this road here, and then opposite of that we would have our cargo rail line, which cuts directly through the industrial district and then runs in parallel besides the passenger line leading out of the city and across the highway. I'm gonna build some shitty low rent housing over here. Let's see, this is right in the path of the industrial air pollution. I'll go ahead and zone up some, I don't know, here. And here. 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 Alright. God help anybody that decides to live there. I also just remembered I'm still importing electricity. I wonder how much that's costing me. You know what, here, I'm gonna build a geothermal power plant. Drag that shit over here. Boom. We now have electricity. This city has the best internet connection ever. I can download everything I want. What exactly are you downloading, my guy? Doesn't feel safe going out tonight? What's our crime at now? Oh, 84%. That is beautiful. I've 23.5 crime success rate. Honestly, I thought that would have been higher. Oh, now the money's really starting to come in. Look at that. 22,000. Oh, dude, shit. I just realized as I gradually rezone these single family low density houses, what is that going to mean for the suburbs? It's not really going to be suburbs anymore. I mean, it kind of will be, but at the same time, it's like, it's not really the suburbs. Jesus Christ, 900 tons of cargo. Dude, these trains are pulling their weight. Like, I mean that metaphorically, and I mean it literally. Like, they are pulling their weight. What about the boats? 0 tons? Oh my god, this fucking freeloader. Okay, I'm making 56,000 an hour now. Now by this point, we were expanding pretty quickly, and I was ready to go ahead and get started on the downtown. But to do so, we would need to reach Boomtown so that high density residential buildings would be unlocked. With this in mind, I started building all sorts of things in an attempt to garner experience like the greedy goblin I am. Where would be a good place for this? I honestly have no idea. Honestly, one of my favorite parts of this game is just sitting back and watching all of the cars and the people, you know, go to their destinations. It's like watching little ants scuttle around, you know, unaware and completely oblivious to the fact that their entire lives are at the whim and mercy of me, their one and true God. I could decide any moment to completely demolish that bridge that all those people are driving across, and what could they do about it? Nothing. 572 tons, Jesus. I did kind of have to demolish the sea transport lines a little bit, but I think it was a worthwhile investment. I'll fix it eventually. They can go around the island. $2 million for a hospital. Are hospitals that expensive? I think that's a little more fitting. Not enough customers. Oh, come on, it's fine. It's because all you fuckers are selling convenience food. Sell something else. Like, how is that my problem? Okay, who sets up a shop selling something that literally dozens of other shops are selling, and then you complain to me that your business is failing? God damn it, bro, alright? You're the one who's supposed to evaluate the fucking market and realize, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't sell convenience food when every other shop is already selling. I'm rezoning the ones that complain into office buildings. There's 100 people taking the train and arriving into our city right now, our crime-infested city. You can literally see a crime being committed right now. Who committed a crime at the train station? What were they even trying to do? Like, steal a train? But I do kind of have like a... Jesus! Damn, it got really bleak and cold and depressing. But you know what's not depressing? I am almost at Big Town. Let's go! Big Town! That is huge. Finally, I have unlocked the high density housing. At long last, we had reached it. Big Town. But tell me something. What does Gotham City make you think of? Probably things like nighttime, crime, tall, high-rise buildings, maybe Batman if you're a fucking nerd. And you know, we had all that. Except for nighttime. But another thing it might make you think of is Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum is really the icing on the cake for this city. Sure, I could build rich, gated communities in the outer parts of the city and more skyscrapers in the downtown, but what's even the point if I didn't have somewhere to put the criminals I wasn't arresting? Fortunately, there was a neighbouring island nearby which was the perfect place to build it. Unfortunately, I had already spent all my development points, so I had to wait a while to hit the next milestone. But in the meantime, I started to get philosophical and ask some pretty heavy-hitting questions. There's 513 passengers on this train. They're going to Milton. Can I kidnap them? Like, legitimately, can I just, like, change the track and feed it into my city and forcefully kidnap 513 people. Do I want to use this one point? What can I even use this 1 point for in the meantime? Probably nothing. Literally the one thing I could get is a fire watchtower. I mean, sure, I guess. Why not, right? Okay, sure, let's place it, you know, I really don't want my forestry industry to catch fire, so I'll place it here. I'll place it, yeah, sure, why not? Okay, that looks good. Whoa, what happened here? What the? Burned down? You know what that sounds like? Not my problem. For fuck's sakes, can people stop robbing the train station? Oh my god, that was a jump scare. Oh my god, dude. I actually jumped out of my chair. What is this? What is this precipice? The companies working in this modern office building not only make sure that justice is served, but their efficiency actually helps to reduce the crime rate in the neighborhood? What? Yeah, I'll build that, here, I guess. I don't know, I'll probably move it eventually. That the fucking boot and bug. We've got the LGBTQ flag. Finally, Great Town, okay. Now I can go ahead and unlock the prison. Oh dude, 650,000? That is so cheap for me, honestly. Like, look at how much money I'm making right now. I'm thinking if I go ahead and unlock these, a little bit of that. Come on, it's not overlapping. Arkham Asylum. Oh shit. Seems like Arkham Asylum doesn't have running water. Hold on, I feel like I can make this look a lot better. If I just pull this out a bit. With the construction of Arkham Asylum complete, I focused my attention on the downtown a little bit more by adding things like parks and city services to actually make people want to live there. And let me tell you, this is where things really began to snowball. Hundreds of people began moving into my city en masse. I was making more money than I could ever spend, and as a result, I built a lot of stuff. High density office buildings, the Central Bank of Gotham, a university, tourist attractions, a telecom tower, a technical university, which is like a regular university, but technical. We legitimately could not stop expanding. But then, in the middle of zoning up some new apartment buildings, disaster struck. And when I say disaster, I mean it literally. You see, up until this point, there was an area of my city that I had been severely neglecting, and that area was natural disaster response. I mean, I had some small shelters scattered around, but I had never really stopped and considered what would happen if my forestry industry caught fire. Well, it did exactly that. Holy shit, the entire fucking forest is on fire. Oh my god. What do I do to stop this? I don't think we have enough fire trucks to solve this. On fire. Oh yeah, thanks game, I didn't notice. Is it just me, or is it seriously hot out here? Somebody crank up the AC. Yeah, I think so. We probably do need some AC going on right now. Guys, please let the fire trucks through, alright? We've kinda got a mass fucking forest fire going on here, if you didn't notice. Hey, yo, I just noticed something. Where the fuck is the roof to my university? What the hell? Wait, what? Is there supposed to be a roof here, or is it meant to look like that? Oh, no, hold on. I don't think it's meant to look like that. Right? Am I crazy? Is that supposed to look like that? I don't even know. I do not even know. Oh, wait, what? It is supposed to look like that? Honestly, dude, I thought the crime in the city was so bad that somebody had stolen the roof to our university. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised. I guess it's just supposed to look like that. Weird, it looks like it's got like male pattern baldness or something, like a receding hairline. I am not too sure what to do about this fire. How much wood has been burned down by this point? Yeah, that's not looking good. That one fire watchtower I placed ages ago was one of the first things to be destroyed. Godspeed to the brave 40-year-old divorcee who was stationed at that tower. But at the same time, like, maybe not. I mean, come on man, you could have given me a heads up a little bit sooner. I did what I could to try and stop it, but it didn't make much of a difference. And before long, the entire forest had been engulfed in flames, eventually spreading towards the city and even burning down the bank of Gotham. The Great Fire of August 2024 will be remembered as one of the darkest periods of our city's history. Hundreds of people lost their lives, and thousands of dollars would need to be spent on reconstruction efforts. After the blaze had subsided, I was preparing to see a big drop-off in revenue, as our forestry industry had been one of the city's economic backbones for a long time, and now all of that wood was essentially useless. But that didn't happen. In fact, our revenue seemed to barely be impacted at all. I think by this point I had zoned so many high-density office buildings and commercial buildings that it didn't really matter. I was also taxing them to fuck. Once reconstruction had been completed, we continued to expand, eventually reaching where we are now. 57,000 people and a crime probability of 97%. So as one final action, I enabled the day and night cycle, enshrouding the city in a veil of permanent darkness.
While we're not in the business of reporting rumors, there's a widespread concern over fears that an insidious underground criminal organization has seized control of the area.
Recent crime stats confirm that the crime wave has certainly gripped our region, and it's showing no signs of letting up.
I don't like the sound of that, Glenda.
Hey, hold on, is that Jacksepticeye?